It's that time again, the Isle of Evrima news, and today we have some discussions about Update 6 and of course the Acrocanthosaurus concept art and some other smaller stuff that I can talk to you guys about. Yep, it's the fortnightly developer comments show, and of course timestamps for everything on the screen now, and if you are new, feel free to subscribe, but other than that, let's dive right into the video. Okay, so this is hopefully the last time that I mention Update 6 in a video, because quite frankly, it should be coming soon, right? Well, I guess it could happen. Well, we have a couple of questions that do solidify this that come from and were answered by Kiss and Kitten. Firstly, we have a question that asked, is Update 6 on track for this year still? Kitten replied with, yeah. Additionally, someone asked if humans will still be in Update 6. The answer to that was also, yeah, that's the plan. And the stuff about Update 6 were further emphasized by Punch Packet, who was also asked, is Update 6 still on track for the end of this year? Where Punch Packet replied with, we're still aiming for this year. So this pretty much solidifies the fact that Update 6 will hopefully be coming at the end of the year. Now we've seen little ideas that basically indicate that this could happen. It does seem like that maybe the update is in the hands of stress testing, because recently we saw the release of stress test applications and then the closure of those applications, which indicates that there's probably a test going on at the moment. So one can probably say that maybe it's in the hands of that kind of scene, that kind of mojo, and maybe this update release depends on when it finishes that test. And that, if it's started now and if it's already going, could take anywhere between a couple of weeks to a month or a little bit longer, as we saw from previous updates. However, that does allow me to close this section on one question. Do you think Update 6 will release at the end of the year, or by the end of the year? Let me know what you think in the comments. As this is the fortnightly dev comments show, we actually have some more developer comments before I get into the Acrocanthosaurus concept art. Now, these weren't going to be put in the Update 6 section because they're not related to Update 6. However, I'm going to talk about them here. So, firstly, we have something regarding diets in concept art and how they're shown. This was something that Punch Packet answered, and firstly the question was, so in the Albertosaurus concept we see it bullying juvies. Does this mean it will also be a cannibal? Punch replied with this: I can't share any information on the dietary information for concept animals. A lot can change or be tweaked as an animal progresses through the development pipeline, plus what happens in QA. So essentially, yes, the concept art could provide an outline and a rough concept of what the developers are working on for stuff like this. However, it's not going to necessarily showcase it in its final form, because a lot of changes could happen before then. So yeah, that pretty much sums that. So we also have some stuff regarding sauropods as well. Someone asked Kissin if there's any news regarding Apatosaurus and Brontosaurus, and Kissin replied with this: no, but next quarter we'll be discussing sauropods in general, adding, the goal is lofty, so we'll see what we can pull off. Now, if you're not sure about quarters or don't know too much about them, the year is essentially split into financial quarters. You've got quarter 1, 2, 3 and 4, and at the moment we're in quarter 4, which runs from October through to December. The next quarter is quarter 1 for 2023, which starts in January and ends on March 30th. Yeah, ends on March 30th. So the discussion of sauropods will happen anywhere between January 1st next year to March 30th next year as well. So that's when that quarter takes place, and maybe we'll find out some more information regarding sauropods by the time that quarter has ended, or maybe the meeting would have already completed, and maybe the devs will then be sharing a little bit of information regarding our big long-necked friends. Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments down below. Are you excited for sauropods? Are you excited to see what the devs will be discussing? But yeah, we'll probably find out in that quarter, maybe towards the end of it. Now let's get into what you've been here for, the Acrocanthosaurus concept art. And here is the Acrocanthosaurus concept art. Now this is an interesting one, because it showcases some very interesting things regarding the dinosaur, mainly how it's going to play. So let's firstly get into it. The biggest comparison between Acrocanthosaurus and Giganotosaurus is that Giganotosaurus will be a bleeder. However, it looks like Acro will be a raw damage dealer, because none of the concepts in this concept art showcases anything to do with blood. Let's just get into it first. The first two really showcase it being able to take down what looks like I'm going to assume a chimera or a pew. I'm not too sure. It's most likely a chimera. But yes, attacking by the neck, dragging it down, and being able to kill it right there. So it looks like this will be a sauropod hunter, so to say. And I like the idea of that. There's not really too much to really notify here. It just is that its raw power with Acrocanthosaurus would indicate that it's being able to maybe crush bone and take down some of the bigger prey on the map in the game. And of course, this next one on the top here is what looks like an Acro enjoying some kind of mud bath or some kind of just chill in a pond. Maybe this could be some kind of maintenance of the dinosaur. Maybe you have to clean yourself every now and then, or maybe it's just something that the dinosaur will like doing, and maybe you'll get a buff from doing so. Just seems like the dinosaur enjoying some time in the water. Nothing really too much to read into there. However, this could be an interesting one. It looks like the Pterodactyluses maybe will have the ability in the future, the AI Pterodactylus, to kind of clean the mouths of carnivorous dinosaurs and get meat from teeth, and clean them like how birds do to crocodiles nowadays, and fish do to bigger fish as well nowadays, which is also really interesting. Hopefully we can see that symbiotic relationship happen in the game as well between AI and human players. That'll be really cool. I guess this is probably the main thing that this concept art does showcase. So let's get into the next part, which once again showcases that bite. It kinda showcases the bite. Two Utahs which are pounced on an Acro. The Acro has somehow unhinged its jaw to the point where it basically is broken its jaw, which indicates that there's probably going to be a huge bite force behind the bites of these dinosaurs in the game, and it feels like that's going to be where the most damage will be done, in the bite for Acrocanthosaurus, compared to the poor Utah raptors that have realized last minute I should not be pouncing on this creature. Maybe this is an ability, another attack, a special ability where you'll be able to do a bigger bite that does more damage with more force, and you have to unhinge the jaw even more. Maybe a charged up bite where it's charging up that bite and then lashes it down. Maybe that could be the case there. Once again, showcasing that bite force, being able to take down a bigger prey item with the Triceratops. Triceratops obviously has been the punching bag in most of the concept art. We can't wait to see what Triceratops' concept art will end up being like. But it does showcase that this dinosaur will be the main damage dealer in terms of its attacks. And it looks like he'll be able to just play as a solo dinosaur, solo raw damage dealing creature, which is all fine and dandy. And last but not least, what looks like an Acro carrying away a prey item or a dead piece of meat. Maybe you'll be able to carry things that you're killing, like Deinosuchus can do when it drags, or maybe that's just the indication of, once again, carnivores can carry corpses. Maybe this just showcases that Acro can do so to bigger corpses. And that's out with the Acrocanthosaurus concept art. It really showcases that there's some raw power behind the dinosaur, and that's pretty much that with the Acrocanthosaurus. Let me know if you were able to decipher some other information from this concept art. I'd love to know. And there we have it. That's the latest the Isle of Evrima news. Let me know your thoughts about all of this stuff in the comments down below. I'd love to know what you think about it all. But yeah, I'm mainly intrigued about that Acro concept art, more so about the symbiotic relationship with the Pterodactylus cleaning the teeth of the Acrocanthosaurus, as well as that unhinged jaw. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about all of this stuff in the comments down below, and do you think Update 6 will come by the end of the year? Probably do a poll on that and see what you all think. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.